Greater Manchester Police Constable PC Gareth Walker has been dismissed without notice following a misconduct hearing after he was found guilty and convicted of stalking and harassment. Walker's ex-wife and a new partner was stalked by Walker following their divorce in 2019, which led to his conviction and subsequent misconduct hearing. Outlining the case, Chief Constable Stephen Watson said the officer separated from his wife of 16 years in September 2019. The following year, she made a complaint to police about his behaviour, and he was subsequently charged with 2 offences, namely stalking and harassment in relation to her and her new partner. Chief Constable Watson said in July last year that PC Walker appeared at Preston Magistrates Court and after a trial in which he denied the offences, was convicted of both counts. The hearing was told that he was jailed for 24 weeks, suspended for a year in order to abide by the terms of a 5-year restraining order. He appealed to the Crown Court, but Chief Constable Watson said the appeal was subsequently dismissed this year. In a new published ruling, he said, the aggrieved parties in these matters were PC Walker's former wife and her new partner. PC Walker was sentenced to a suspended sentence totaling 24 weeks, 8 weeks to run concurrently, and made subject of a restraining order for 5 years from the date of his conviction. He was also ordered to pay costs of £1,150. Following an appeal against conviction to the Crown Court, which was dismissed, PC Walker's suspended prison sentence was increased to 2 years, with the remaining elements of the sentence remaining. The misconduct hearing was told that PC Walker had a long association with the force as a special constable, then as a PCSO, then as a constable. Character references pointed to an officer who would go out of his way to help others and was well respected within the force. He accepts and takes full responsibility for his actions, said his representative. It occurred when he was going through the worst moments of his life. The hearing was told, surprise, surprise, that PC Walker suffered from depression and anxiety and had been diagnosed with PTSD. In his submission, he apologised and said there is a lot more to this story that has not been told. However, I accept I have done wrong. He said after the split he was left feeling scared, isolated and lonely during the COVID-19 lockdown. I have given my all to GMP. See this? See this right here? Smallest violin. Walker's representative called for Walker to be given a final written warning instead of dismissal, but Chief Constable Watson said after considering the case for an hour, PC Walker accepted the conviction amounted to gross misconduct. He said PC Walker allowed powerful emotions to erode his judgment and that his culpability must be high, adding that his conviction brought his professionalism into disrepute. He added that misconduct hearings were needed to sustain public confidence in the police, and he described the case as having a high level of seriousness. I do not dismiss the fact that clear evidence exists to support the proposition that PC Walker was at the time of the index offence suffering acutely in the aftermath of his marital breakdown. In PC Walker's own words, he got things badly wrong on the basis of the powerful emotions with which he was grappling at a difficult time for him and his family. PC Walker's detailed knowledge of the law means that he should have known that the course of conduct upon which he has embarked was both unlawful and harmful to others. Obviously, not that knowledge of the law matters when it comes to police committing offences themselves. Convictions, he added, inevitably brings the profession into disrepute and damage the trust that victims of similar conduct have a right to expect of their police in circumstances where officers are called upon to intervene. PC Walker allowed powerful emotions to erode his judgment to the extent that he now stands convicted of a criminal offence. I find that I am unable to reconcile the gravity of this misconduct with doing anything other than imposing a sanction that fully reflects the seriousness of these events. Whether or not ex-PC Gareth Walker has been placed on the College of Police in barred list is unknown at this time. However, I have to say that I'm quite impressed with the way that this one's been particularly dealt with. Although I do believe in cases like this there are other people that are at fault. For example, the officer's line manager, sergeant, inspector who supervises that particular police constable. They should be on the lookout for people that are not in the right frame of mind to be working as a police constable, and put them on leave, if you like, until they're better, or at least get them some support. But they don't. They let them carry on until they put themselves in a situation like this that further destroys the trust between the public and the police, and highlights again just how many people are working for the police that are at any one time mentally unstable.